Hi guys, my name is Tomcat and welcome back to SpinTires MudRunner. Now in this video we're going to be taking a look at a 2014 4Runner mod, and this was published by Spun, but there were a lot of modders that were involved with this project, and I'm going to leave a link in the description down below to where you can not only download the mod for yourself, but you can also see who all was involved with the project, because this was definitely a ambitious mod and a ambitious project, but it really came out well, I think. So, as you can see, it is solid axle swapped. It's not a independent suspension 4Runner, and I'm actually going to go and make sure all of these spawn in all the way, because I want to make sure you actually, I want to make sure they're not just hovering there, which is just something weird that the vehicles in this game tend to do sometimes. So I'm going to grab the orange one first, and these basically have, so they have a few different things, right? You have your antenna, you have a kit, which basically that gives you 200 liters of fuel, 400 repair points, and 4 garage points. So basically you can scout, you can unlock garages, you can do a lot of different things with that. If you want the overland trailer, you can spawn that in as well. However, it doesn't appear that it actually really gives you anything. And then you can also install the roof kit. Now, we're not going to run the overland trailer on this particular 4Runner, but we are going to run it on one of the others. So this is what I would consider scouting spec for this particular vehicle. Now, most of Spun's vehicles feature I would call it a basic interior with this Grant steering wheel. It's pretty normal for his mods. However, it does have somewhat of a representation of a 4Runner interior with the seats and stuff like that. But with that being said, most of the time you are going to be spending your time outside of the vehicle, so that's where we're going to be spending our time. And also, you guys seem to not be a big fan of the interior view. So now this map I haven't been on in a while. There's two different variants of this map. This is the springtime variant. Now, I'm not sure how difficult this map actually gets, because I haven't really I really haven't experienced it much, so we're kind of getting a experience of this map together. Now, the lights, wow, they literally all work. I was not expecting them all to work, but that is impressive. I was not expecting that at all. I was expecting maybe the headlights and a couple of the bumper lights to work, and definitely not the roof rack lights, but they all work, and that's pretty that's pretty legit, I have to say. So, let's go ahead, and while we're at a fuel station, let's fill up the kit on the back as well as the kit on the roof. Both are full. And let's see. Is this literally just... Wow. Okay, so we should have gone the other way. Yeah. You'll lose any add-on fuel you have. I don't care. Nope, I don't care. You know why? Because I wasn't really interested in turning around immediately after I went that way. I was like, man, I wanted to find some new areas on this map and actually, have some fun with it. And then I get down there and I realize I'm at a dead end. That kind of sucks. So, the sounds are very, average MudRunner. I mean, and I'm not saying that as a criticism. It's just kind of like the way it is. Generally, these mods are going to come with a pretty generic sound, and this one is no exception. But the generic sound, I mean, it's kind of just like the sounds in this game, a lot of the time they're kind of just there. And the reason why I say they're kind of just there is because, the fact that we're able to drive a vehicle like this already is cool enough, and you don't always need the sound. It's not like in a racing game where, if you have, say for example, an RX-7 that doesn't sound like it's got a rotary, then that takes away from the experience a lot. But there isn't really a 4Runner doesn't really have a famous exhaust note. So, and I'm not trying to pick at 4Runner, guys. Look, I'm totally not. But all I'm saying is the fact that, you're not looking for that famous sound of a V6 4Runner. It's not really that crazy of a sound, so I don't really think it's that big of a deal that the sound isn't all that accurate. Now, ooh, it does well in mud. It actually, I'm surprised at how well it does in mud. Usually, Spun's vehicles are pretty well balanced anyway, but I think they usually favor rocks, and I haven't really had this thing in the rocks yet, so I can't really say, but it's actually really good in the mud so far. The traction is really good. There hasn't been any spinning in low 3. I mean, low 3 feels like where I would leave it if I was just going to cruise around on a muddy trail. like, it just feels like I would have no issues with anything other than low 3. I would just probably leave it there. Now, water fording, oh, God. All right, let's get a little bit over to the right because we are getting damage right now. Water fording is about where you'd expect it to be. I mean, if you submerge the hood line, you're going to get damage, basically. And I think that's good because, I mean, like, that's realistic. That's where the realistic water damage point would be, is right about at the hood line, unless you had a snorkel and most of your engine was sealed off, which this thing does not have. So, yeah, I think that's fairly accurate. Ooh, what do we have over here? Is this a trail I've never seen on this map? A trail that I should have checked out? Or is it literally just an area that so literally just an area that looks cool that I've never gone down into? It's probably that. I mean, ooh, it looks like there might be a trail over here, though. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, it's doing well, though. I mean, it went right up that other rock ledge with literally no complaints at all. And the only reason I think we're having trouble with that one is because there's a tree underneath us. Come on. Yeah, that tree is getting in our way. It's being properly annoying. Properly annoying. I'm going to pull winch cable just because I don't want to be stuck down there. And because being stuck down there would really suck. And it would just be one of those things that I didn't really want to have to deal with. So, let's get a little bit further ahead here. And, ooh. Now, this looks like an actual trail. Although, I don't think it is. I really don't. Oh, there's a trail. Holy crap, we actually found one. I'm actually really surprised by that because I didn't think I was going to find any trails out here. I figured I was just kind of roaming around in the middle of the wilderness, just kind of, you know, crawling up whatever obstacles I came across. But no, there is an actual trail out here. It's weird because we've got mostly rocks and, you know, mostly loose rocks, but I want to find something properly challenging. I mean, this map doesn't really seem to have much in the way of, you know, over-the-top challenges, but to be honest, that kind of makes me realize that what we're doing right now is right about what you would do with this vehicle in real life. It really is. And, ooh... So we got some interesting stuff over here. But no, what we're doing right now is right about what we would realistically be doing with this thing in real life. And I think that there's something to be said for that because, you know, doing all the crazy stuff is cool and all. Like treating every vehicle like a rock bouncer basically is cool and all. But it's not how these vehicles were intended to be used. And using them in the way they were intended to be used, I think has a pretty good, like, I don't know, it feels authentic, and I think there's an element of fun to that, because you feel like you're actually playing the game like a simulation, and you're not just throwing the vehicle all over the place. Now, I don't know what we have over there. I mean, we got a lumber mill, but right now we're heading towards a watch point, so I'm going to go ahead and get that unlocked. Or at least get somewhat close to unlocking it, because I wouldn't be mad about finding some rock crawling, that's for sure. It might not be what this map mainly has to offer, but I wouldn't be mad about finding it. Let's see how it is in the mud and high. Hey, if you're easy on the throttle, it actually really goes. If you're easy on the throttle, yeah. No, you can leave it in high. This thing has incredible traction. The traction is just, yeah, as long as you have good throttle control, your traction is good to go. 100% good to go. Easy. What do we have over here? This just looks like... This almost just looks like hills. I wouldn't say it looks like we're going to find any rocks anytime soon, but it looks like hills. Yeah, there's that other watch point. Honestly, I'm so far I'm disappointed about the lack of rocks. It kind of sucks because, oh yeah, no, we're not really getting any rocks. I mean, this looks like there might be some out here, but I doubt it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab the blue 4Runner, and I'm going to throw everything on it, including the overlanding trailer. And we're going to do a little bit of adventuring with the trailer and just see what that's like, because normally I wouldn't use the trailer, especially because of the fact that there's nothing in it. I mean, seriously, there's genuinely nothing in it, and it's just there for like aesthetic purposes. So normally I wouldn't really say that it had any use, and I still don't really think it has much of a use. I mean, other than if you want to actually have the experience of pulling an overlanding trailer, I mean, you're going to get that experience here. But let's see if we can get ourselves into some trouble with the overland trailer behind us. And where would be the best way to go for that? There's a lumber mill over there. We're not going to go that way. Nope. Nope. But I will say, since there aren't any rocks on this map, we kind of, well, at least that we haven't found any. We kind of have to make do with creating our own challenges. And I'm kind of, oh God. I'm kind of okay with, you know, breaking trail being one of those challenges. So if we could just go straight, I mean, I feel like that would probably, we could probably just run straight through the map. Actually, you know what? Here's a good way to test the climbing ability. Put it in low 3. Oh, yeah. It pulls the overlanding trailer easily. Easily. Wow, really easily pulls it. And it's actually got a really good center of gravity. It doesn't want to flip over all the time, which I think is, honestly, it's a big problem with a lot of mods, and I'm really glad that this one doesn't have that problem. I mean, you can roll it over like we've already seen, yeah. But I will say that it's not like it's trying to flip over on you like every second, which vehicles that do try to do that are like genuinely annoying, and it's just not fun to deal with. But this thing is really, really cool. It's a really awesome mod. And remember, the link is in the description below if you want to check it out. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave me a like, subscribe for more, click that notification bell, and I will see y'all next time.